my new garden bed. I'm gonna do a little tour for you of the early summer garden here at Serenity Gardens. So this is the new concrete bed that I made because over here it was full of weeds and squash, and the squash were drying out, and sunflowers that the squirrels have been ravaging the seeds from, and so it was looking really blah over here. So those plants there are anise, pineapple sage, and holy basil, and way over there's some mint that I bought, and then I have seeds in there. So yesterday I got up to the 90s, and today it'll be just as hot. And so I just wanted to show you a tour before it gets too warm, and what it looks like right now in early summer. And here I have tiny little papayas that I threw the seeds in the ground. This was supposed to be a patch full of garlic and green onions and stuff, and I put down somewhere like 30 garlic, but I don't know why it's not doing too well, and now there are only a few that the garlic skates are coming out of. So this area is getting a little blah as well, which I will take care of soon. And same thing here. If I water this too roughly, all the petals fall off of the poppy. And right now I have a lot of poppy heads. I haven't been cutting them off because I'm not sure if I have to wait for them to get dry before I can harvest the seed heads. So I'm kind of letting them mature a little bit. And over here I have honey melon, and I only have 2 right now. And this is where the squash were, and I just could not pull it out because it was starting to make fruit for me. And here are some drying out radish pods, which I'm going to get the seeds from. And I need to try to remember to get them before I sprinkle this area with water. And here I'm trying to plant various things, roses and stuff, and I have amaranth here, amaranthus, and more amaranth, and I'm trying to grow some things here, some cherries. I'm not sure if they're going to make it. I haven't seen anything. Early on they had leaves, but now they're not really thriving. And these are all my hollyhock, which are drying out, and I've been harvesting the seeds from the seed pods, and I'm just letting them dry out further because some of them are still green. And then over there I have there's my wildlife sanctuary. It looks crazy, but it's got a lot of sunflower canes, stalks and stuff like that here. And that is my loquat. And I had 2 others right there, but I gave them away, so I only have 1 now. And I have some melons growing there, watermelon. I'm not sure if it's gonna go to maturity because it's green, but it's not really growing very fast because it's a little shady over here. So we'll see if we get anything, but no big deal. The seeds are free, so I don't mind. And so here is my collard green way. So I had harvested a lot of seeds from here, but some of them had dried and opened up, and they dropped their seeds, and little seedlings are coming up right there. So although I was going to pull up this whole section, I might just end up letting it all grow into another winter and harvest those collard greens. And these are fennel, and they were flowering all spring and really beautiful, like such as this. And now it's just beginning to go to seed. So I'm going to be harvesting the seeds pretty soon for fennel, which looks a lot like anise and dill. So this is how the flowers look, and then the flowers will become seeds afterwards. And then let me show you. This is the black diamond blackberry. I need to make some trellises for all my blackberries and put them in the ground. Right now they're mainly in pots. Here is some scarlet runner bean going up trellis. And it would have been fuller, except that this trellis fell over and pulled up the part of the plant. So the part of the plant that fell off it was dead. But the other parts of the plant that were still in the ground are thriving. So here is all this growth. And the only thing is they don't cling as well to the trellis as the passion fruit do, because they don't have those little the little grabbers. Like here's the passion fruit and here are the grabbers. They kind of twist and they try to grab things. So there's my passion fruit reaching out for this trellis that was meant to have watermelon on it, but the seeds didn't come up. So now it's taking over and I'm allowing it to. And amongst all this stuff here are some boysenberry, and I have a canna lily here. It's going to be red. And that there is a mango. Some cute little flowers that were starting up. And here is what I thought was cosmos, because the leaves are this way, but it just keeps putting out more and more green and not a single bloom so far, and it's summer. And over here I have a dying plant that I had said in earlier that I didn't know what it was, but it is really sensitive, so I'm thinking it's a house plant. It's really sensitive to the heat, and it just dies off in the summer, and I don't even touch it all those years, and it just comes back every spring. And sometimes it has like this flower, a tall column of flower, but this year it didn't do that. It kind of turned brown pretty quick. Here's my 4-in-1 apple, and behind it is my cherry moya, and beneath it is a flourish of basil, lemongrass, sage. Over here I'm trying to start some little flowers. Here's another, oh yes, it is Cosmo. Now this one's starting to have flowers and blooms, and this one is exactly the same, but it's not. I'm sure it will soon. But this is about 4 feet tall, and this one's about 3 feet tall. And then here's my Shasta daisy, Asiatic lily, little canes of little canes of boysenberry coming up. And I've been just sticking it and giving it to friends and family. Here's a jackfruit, and over there I'm propping up that branch of longan, and in those, covered by the passion fruit, all that is passion fruit. So in there, in that pot, is the triple crown blackberry, And over there is the boysenberry. It's in a pot. You can't see it because it's being buried by the passion fruit. And I have my Malabar spinach staking up, and as you can see, it is climbing. And here's some more Malabar spinach I might give away. I've been giving away multiple potted plants that I've transplanted some of these boysenberry and different flowers and melons and basil to my family and friends. And here is a coreopsis amongst a ton of basil, which is so fragrant. I just love brushing up against it. It is so nice. And this is amaranth, squash that volunteered. There's a remaining sunflower that will bloom soon. My goji isn't looking too great. I'm trying not to water it too much, but it's hard to tell if it wants water or not. And I have some citrus in here, the kaffir right there. I believe that one is the caracara orange. And over there is my kale way with the tall one that's like 6 feet tall. And in here is my moringa and some more tall amaranth that's about 3.5 feet tall. Some things I'm starting up. Here's a baby tangerine from seed. Here is my pineapple guava feijoa. And I'm not sure why the bark was coming off of there, but then it denuded the branches, and that really concerned me. But I have new blooms, new stalks, so that's a good sign. And back there I have some mango, some raspberries. Way back there I have lemongrass, along with the Bartlett pear tree, which isn't growing very well compared to the apricot, which is growing really well compared to the 4-in-1 apple. And then I have a sunflower back there that the squirrels ate the top off of it, and now it's growing ancillary stalks of flowers. And I have a dahlia back there. It's got a large yellow bloom back there. I wish I could enjoy it better. I should have brought it out here. There's a banana back there. Sunchokes back there. Another volunteer squash back there. And let's go to it. I'm letting this dry out and seeing if I can harvest any viable seeds from this dahlia. Here's my blackberry grown along with my very fragrant basil, Thai basil. And here is my bay leaves, my rosemary, which these require dry conditions. They do not like wet feet. Here is my Utah palm, my granite, and my heritage bearing, ever-bearing raspberry, moringa, which is growing every day. Let's see, hibiscus. Here are a lot of starters. I have all kinds of things in here. Melons, boysenberry canes that I transplanted here, which I may transplant to the front. I'm not sure. And then I have some more kale over here. And guys, I'm afraid to go in there. Look at that spider hanging there. And there were a couple spiders here. And I know they're lurking somewhere. It's not fantastic to be a gardener when you're afraid of critters. Here is my chili peppers that I grew starting last year. I had this variety and in the front, and for some reason it didn't grow last year, so I had some peppers in my freezer, and I took the seeds out of those and I threw them in the ground, and now I have this variety again growing. I gotta harvest those red ones over there. Back there are my 2 palm trees, pomegranate, a wonderful palm. And let's get to what else is here. This is a mango interplanted with the basil, interplanted along with some bell peppers. Cosmo, which I'm gonna harvest the dry flowers. Here's a melon. Here's some more basil. Oh, I've given about 3 basils away now. Let's see. Here's some more amaranth, some basil. I'm trying to spawn some more passion fruit for my family. And here is the society garlic. I gotta put that in the ground. I just really get tired sometimes after I've watered the plants and done all my chores and gotten eggs from the chickens and fed them and gave them water, and the bunnies, and just watering this whole area and my front. And I just get really tired. So there sometimes isn't enough energy to do the things I should do. And it's mostly myself maintaining it. So here is a calla lily. It's purple. It's really gorgeous when it blooms. I interplanted it with the dahlia, so I can move it out, and I've made a mistake because that means I have to harvest the canna lily in the winter, but they both die off. The canna lily and the dahlia die off in the winter, so actually I can harvest their bulbs separately. And here is my baby taro, interplanted with some tulsi. Smells so good. Oh my gosh. And this is the Thai basil, but that one is tulsi. And I have some bell peppers growing in here, and I think that's a grapevine. I'm not sure because it's not grabbing anything. And then back in there I have some jasmine growing from my mom's house. She has this fragrant jasmine, and I had wanted to spawn it for a long time. I just didn't have access to it, and then when I did have it, I tried the first time. It didn't grow. And I have some more citrus back there, but I can't get to it. It's blood orange, and some ginger back there, some lime caviar, and dwarf Mexican limes, and some more basil, lemongrass. I'm trying to grow papaya way over there, but I'm trying not to trample over it, so it's way back there at ground level. Hopefully it thrives, I don't know. And here's my shinseki pear leaning over. I have to try to erect it. So there we have it. That is my garden so far. These amaranth and these squash are what are keeping me from getting into the areas where I have blueberries and stuff like that. So it's kind of a wreck. So I'll keep you posted on the garden here. Hope you have a very wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.